When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world.
I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings!
Hi.
You're watching Septum Sen versus the World. I'm Septum Sen. This is Kotobuki Jake.
Hi.
We're here to show you what
And this
we
is
got.
Skull.
It's York.
This is the one from the game, isn't it? Does it
Yes.
still work?
Not anymore. I need to
Yeah.
get new batteries in it.
This is when we were gaming. This was the quote-unquote kill switch. If the light was on, you die.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
It was interesting for comedic games. Anyway, speaking of those kind of games where anything happens, you die, I have, for my first, a continuation of my large number of library pickups. I have Game of Thrones, Season 2.
Woo! They've been getting cheaper lately.
Season 3.
Not as cheap as you get them for.
Season 4. And Season 5.
Wow.
So, I now have 5 seasons of the show. Maybe now I have no more excuse of not watching them. It does kind of annoy me that they're all DVD and then one Blu-ray. But, you know, whatever. One day I will eventually get the complete series collection anyway, and it'll be a moot point.
Yeah. I
But-
still got one more season to get for it to
Right.
complete mine.
But I really do need to get into that show, and I'm really happy to finally get some of it. But I mean, again, you can't really beat, $1 and buy one get one with Game of Thrones. That's kind of fun.
Well, I'm going to start with a video game and end with a video game.
Oh, okay.
I had actually gotten a gift card, which they gave me a GameStop gift card, which is strange because I don't go to GameStop very much. But I got that for completing 10 years of service at my job.
Oh,
So I went and I decided I was going to go and get some video games. One of which I thought I'll play it with my wife over that, and we never did get to start it. So I'm still waiting on it. But that is the first of this trilogy, Dark Pictures anthology, Man o' Medan,
oh,
which is supposed to be 3. It's by the people who did Until Dawn. I know you're familiar with that one, which is sort of an interactive movie, a horror movie, so you can actually help people live and die. It's supposed to be a pretty scary one, and what little I've played so far has been pretty scary. So I am very curious as to where things go from here, but again, I want to play it with her. It's not supposed to be that long, so hopefully we'll get through it.
huh. So, speaking of scary, well, not really speaking of scary, but like, this is an idea. Actually, thematically, I have a couple here that kind of fit thematically with that. I wasn't even thinking about that. But anyway, right in front of the start of our Criterion sale, I got an opportunity to pick up... actually, let me backtrack here. There's one item I'm going to present in a minute that came in a while back. And after this first rush that all this cool stuff was part of, it's been we've had a little bit of a drought. And I've been waiting for this one item. I've been waiting for something to pair with it. And then the other day, someone brought in a crap ton of movies, and I was like, okay, good. I got some stuff to play with now. So I'm going to present some of those, and then I'll go to the item I got with them. But this one is actually a Criterion one. I would have preferred Blu-ray, but who's going to quibble for the price? But it's one I've been needing to see for a long time. I've been needing to get for a long time. It's one of the handful of documentaries that they have. And again, the title seems thematic with what you were just talking about. It's a Rolling Stones documentary, which is called Gimme Shelter.
Ah, yes.
And
Oh, that's an older version of that one.
it is an older
Release.
version, but it's got a lot of fun stuff on it. Look at all that. That's some good stuff. But, I mean, the Rolling Stones, of course, they're quite a story there. I know that. And this is a very well-known film. It's considered one of the great rock documentaries out there. And, again, Criterion edition.
So, speaking of documentaries, I happen to have one coming up
Ooh.
on a horror movie, which I've also shown on here earlier on, and that is Best Worst Movie.
Yes.
Many people who actually know me know I like to collect bad movies because I enjoy them. I enjoy B-rated movies, or B movies, and Troll 2 is still debatably one of the worst films.
But it was fun.
But it was fun. So Best Worst Movie kind of is a documentary to talk about that. Even that the director does not consider it a bad film. He considers it a great film. Probably to this day. He resists this title, I'm sure. So I really want to see this documentary.
Hey, it starts with best.
I've seen I've seen Troll 2 several times.
Really?
So I need to actually watch this one.
You need to do them as like a twofer or something. I need to see that myself.
Sort of like, what was it? The Wusso one. The Room, and then the other film that was made.
Disaster Artist?
Disaster
Yeah.
Artist back to back.
So, couple weeks back, again, kind of going to the horror theme. Couple weeks back on Inside Movies Galore, we covered a film I did not have. And there was some discussion ahead of time over which version we all needed to use because there are multiple editions out there. So I was very pleased to see someone turn in a very nice set of George Romero's Dawn of the
Oh,
Dead.
wow. That's a nice
Which
set.
is a nice look at that set. And it's a multi-disc collection.
That might be the one Dave has.
It might be four disc set,
I'm bored.
and it does include
The big
let's see
version.
here. It does include the U.S. theatrical version, the extended version, and the European version, as well as some documentaries.
Cool.
I mean, that is a pretty nice little set there. And I'm like, okay, I wouldn't normally have even thought about putting that much shelf space to Dawn of the Dead, but that is such a cool
That's an
set.
awesome set to have.
And
Yeah.
it's like, for the price, how could I say no?
Tad envious on that one.
Yeah.
Well, this next one is one that you probably know because I think you've seen this series and I have not. And I'm talking about the series Golden Time,
I have.
which I got in 2 volumes, exceptionally cheap from Sentai.
I even have a review of it.
So yeah, check out his review on Golden Time. I'm not going to go over much more because he's already said it. But I do need to see this. I keep seeing clips from it, and they look hilarious. The ones I did see, so I do want to check this
It's
out.
an interesting show. It gets a little frustrating at times, but it's interesting. So, okay, this is the thing I was waiting to get, and we're actually going to step away from my AV for a minute. This is a book, if you can believe it. But it looked very interesting, and it's about AV. This is called The Beatles Lyrics.
Ah,
And it's a really nice looking book here, but it's
Textbook.
basically, well, it's the stories behind the music, including handwritten drafts of more than 100 classic Beatles songs. So, you know, that's kind of a little sample there. But I'm always very interested in the stories behind the music, you know? And of course, you know, Beatles. Obviously, who doesn't want to know a little bit about some of those songs? And it was in great shape. When a book gets turned in that's actually in great shape, I notice, because that doesn't happen as much as I'd like.
somebody didn't have that much interest in it.
Well, I guess, but yeah, I mean, so I saw that and I was like, I want this. So I was waiting and waiting until I could pair it with something, because you know, even at $1, maybe I was being cheap. I don't know. But there you go. Something a little different from our usual pickups.
Well, back to the normal. I have an unusual one, still, nevertheless.
Back to the normal, unusual one.
The Bill Murray stories.
Oh, I want to see this.
It's just, it's about about Bill Murray's unexpected appearances with normal people. And these stories come up like, yeah, I was at a restaurant. Bill Murray came in, took 5 of my French fries, and then told me, no one will ever believe you if you say you tell them about this. And stuff like that. He's actually notorious for trolling his fans in a way like this. So it is something I was curious about when I saw it. We did actually, I got this not long after we looked at it for the upcoming video. So that's just one I wanted to check out. Bill Murray's fun. I enjoy his acting.
I do want to see that, yeah.
Yes.
That looks fun. So you got some interesting docs. Okay. So and now for something completely different. My last one is, again, kind of like with Game of Thrones. When I see a really good deal on a TV series, I'll usually snap it up. There is one I'm eyeing. I may do, but it would take up so much shelf space. I'm really, really hesitant. But I have had a couple opportunities lately. But this one takes up very little shelf space, and that's awesome. And it's 3 volumes, so it costs like basically $1.50. 3 volumes of an Adult Swim show that is moderately amusing, called Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. And I got all 3 versions here. So basically, if you don't know it, it's about Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. But basically, it's a Hanna-Barbera series where a lot of their classic characters, the Flintstones, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, McGilla Gorilla, and a bunch of these show up as plaintiffs or defendants in various issues. It's a very dry comedy, kind of the way you would expect with Adult Swim.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed what little I've seen of it, and I couldn't pass this up.
Well, when I first got my PlayStation 4, my wife got me Dying Light as one of the games with it, which I never got to play. It's a zombie game, a lot of zombie parkour, basically, because you're going across the building tops because the zombies are all over below. And then when the light goes down, when sun comes down, the zombies become extra vicious.
Oh.
So I saw this version, and it was a buy one, get one on it. So, which has not only Dying Light, but also has all of the downloaded material on it. So I went ahead and I upgraded. I've got an Xbox One X, which is also my 4K player. So this one will probably run much better than my regular PlayStation 4's version. So I'm kind of looking forward to checking this out. I've been looking forward to checking it out. It's just no time. I've actually been playing The Outer Worlds recently because I got Game Pass. And now I'm sucked into that one. No time.
All right. Is that it?
Well, I guess that's it for our pickups this week.
All right.
Of course, subscribe, like, and share. And we will see you on the next
And happy Halloween.
Indeed. I am.
Goodbye.